There's a new Cloverfield movie on Netflix right now? What? What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. A movie review for a film that I had no idea was coming out literally yesterday. But it's a movie that's been in talks recently. We knew there was going to be a third movie in this trilogy so far. And the movie is The Cloverfield Paradox. The most talked about Cloverfield film, where we heard it was going to be a Netflix movie and that we don't know what the title was going to be. It was going to be called God Particle and Cloverfield 3, but it's Cloverfield Paradox, and it's finally here. This film is directed by Julius Onah, and it does star some really good actors in here like David Oyelowo, Daniel Bruhl, Elizabeth Debicka, and some unknowns in this new Cloverfield film. Now guys, before I talk about the Cloverfield Paradox, this review is going to contain no spoilers. So if you have not seen the Cloverfield Paradox yet, do not worry guys, there are going to be no spoilers in this review. You are safe here. I don't want to talk about the plot too much, maybe just go a little bit, because if I talk too much about the plot, then I'm giving too much away. I want you guys to watch this movie basically knowing nothing. The film takes place in this space station, aircraft, and these group of astronauts, David Oyelowo, Daniel Bruhl, etc. They're escaping from Earth because the whole Earth is covered in energy. Energy is dying in Earth. The Earth is basically gone. And so they're in this spacecraft to try to find a new world, create some new energy. But as you know, with a film like this, shit hits the fan, and they have to try to figure out all the problems. Hearing the news about a Cloverfield 3 really had me anticipating it. But honestly, I was really hoping this movie was going to be released in theaters, but then they announced it's going to be on Netflix. That kind of worried me. Going into this film, I was just hoping that it would capture the magic of the first two Cloverfield films. The first movie is extremely good and really underrated, but it was really 10 Cloverfield Lane that changed the ball. That movie was fantastic. One of the best thrillers I've seen in the 21st century. After watching this film, guys, man, this movie was so disappointing. This film was so boring. Nothing really interesting about it. The characters really didn't do anything for me, and it just made me go, ugh, I wanted this to be so much more. So let's go into the positives. My favorite part about this film was the cinematography. The camera shots in this film look fantastic. You get to see the entire spacecraft and the overall atmosphere of it. You get to see outer space, you get to see Earth, and just the whole ship in general. It kind of reminded me of the Nostromo in Alien, and also the ship in Life. Also, this film created some good suspenseful moments that really did intrigue me and kind of creeped me out a little bit. The director really did know this entire feel of the Cloverfield films and setting up tension really well with some music. And I just thought the film overall did have some suspenseful moments that was really satisfying to see in the film. However, guys, that's honestly all I liked about the Cloverfield Paradox. As I said, this film was extremely disappointing. So let's jump right into the negatives. The characters in this film are so forgettable and cliche in these types of space, alien, suspense horror films. Starting with just the main characters, David Oyelowo, Daniel Bruhl, Elizabeth Debicka. They give good, decent performances, but their characters aren't given much to do with. And that comes down to the script. If you don't have a good script, then the characters aren't going to be that good. And the characters just didn't have enough to play with. I felt like the overall story in this film wasn't well explained and done right. Maybe they could have done some reshoots, really capture these characters' motivations and what they're trying to do. Now, this movie was supposed to do one thing, tie together all three Cloverfield films, and this movie didn't do that. It tried to, but still, you watch this movie and you still have so many questions that you ask. I don't want to say what questions they are because that's getting into spoilers. But honestly, when I was watching this film, I had so many questions after it. Like, how did this happen? Why did they do this? Why did this event happen? Could you explain a little bit? But the thing that really pissed me off was the ending of this film. It's the most laziest shoe into the Cloverfield franchise that just makes you go, what? Okay, why did that happen? I don't get it. This movie tries and tries to make you believe that this is a part of the Cloverfield universe. When honestly, this is just another Life to me. I didn't like Life last year. This is that. Again, doesn't feel like a Cloverfield movie to me. The filmmakers were smart releasing this film on Netflix, because if I saw this in theaters, I'd be more pissed off. In the end, guys, the Cloverfield Paradox really was a disappointing movie. So many questions still need to be answered. The film was just a mess. The story was a mess. The characters were a mess. And the ending, too, just makes you go, what? I'm really hoping with Cloverfield 4 they can fix these types of mistakes that happen here. If you're looking for some good suspenseful elements, then check this one out. But don't go in with high expectations. On my rating scale, I'm going to give the Cloverfield Paradox 2 out of 5 stars. I really did not want to do that, but that's what this film is. Alright guys, that was my review for the Cloverfield Paradox. What did you guys think of it? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click the notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!